Guys, I want to give you a heads up because I have never seen, and you'll see in that little post I'm sending out to you, I have never seen a riper environment than I am seeing right now, and I've been around the industry for 8 years. Truth be told, this environment that I'm seeing right now is stronger than the environment in the very early 90s. People were just getting websites and stuff, replicating sites were just coming out. People were just getting on board, just learning what autoresponders were. But the reason why now is so much stronger and such a better time for the average person is back then, you had to be a big guy that had deep pockets to set up a site, and then you replicated it and you taught all your downline and stuff to use the site. And if you weren't a guy who was in that kind of position, either you didn't have technical knowledge, you didn't know where to find a designer, and you didn't have deep pockets to pay one, you were kind of out. You had to be dependent on somebody else for your site and so on. Well, with all the magic of social media right now, all the new sites that are popping up, and guys, they are popping up every day. My research team is on the net every single day finding more and more resources for people. It's knocking me out with what's available to the average guy. And if there was ever a time for you to become the leader, for you to brand yourself, for you to be everywhere, for you to be able to dominate in Google without knowing about hits, clicks, and analytics, it's now. And I've decided with my team of people that I work closely with, my personal mastermind, that we are dedicating the year 2008 to teaching social media, networking, and taking the old basics and then twisting them around the newfangled stuff like never before. Now, I got to tell you, there's a lot of places out there that you can learn this. In fact, last week there was one of the biggest launches in Internet history for a major training organization that is teaching all the social media techniques. They're charging $1,400 plus $97 a month. So you add it up. Another organization just launched. They're charging a fortune a month. What I'm offering is free Web 2.0 social media training via audio, video, and webinar to people that are in my team. Now, most of you guys know I am a generic trainer. I work very closely with a gentleman named Joe Schroeder over at the Million Mind March, and I also have an organization at Leaders Club. And the reason why I've selected that company is because I'm a generic trainer, and I need a generic company, an upstanding good company, to build my residual at. Because let's face it, we're all business people. We're all here to build residuals. And I've been over there for some time now, and this is a company that's been around for years and years and years. Andre Vatke is a master marketer, master trainer. He's got a great organization, but most importantly, it's a vehicle that I can use to take people from every company and every opportunity, put them into a big fishbowl, mix them up, and build leaders. Now, why is this so important to you? Because maybe some of you guys are thinking, I've never heard Diane Hochman pitch me before. I can't believe she's pitching me. I'm going to tell you why I'm pitching you tonight. It's because this is the most important time period I have ever seen on the Internet. And quite frankly, truthfully, if you join my group, if you join with me, if you're on my list, I'm going to make all of $15 a month on you. Where else could you go and have somebody like me teach you what I know for $15? If you're on my second level, I'm going to make $7. Now, what am I going to do with it all? I can't even go to Starbucks. So is this about the money? Is Diane all of a sudden become this big recruiter? I thought she was my friend. I thought she was my advocate. Guys, I am your advocate. That's why I'm doing this. I have a lot of business interests, but when you boil it down, if you've ever attended one of my calls, and they're on Monday nights at 9:27, and I have blogs and everything else. If you're on this list, you should have seen it by now. If you need me, give me a call, 860-585-0882. But anybody that knows me knows that in my heart and soul, I believe I was given a gift. In 1999, I stumbled into this industry by accident, and it's been a whirlwind since then. I've lost over 100 pounds, paid off $40,000 worth of credit card debt, been able to be home with my 2 beautiful girls, and I've built a very large and successful business. And I firmly believe in pay it forward. So 2008 is my year of pay it forward. And I'm looking to teach and train the people that want to be taught and trained. I'm speaking with a lot of really frustrated people right now because they're realizing they thought MySpace marketing was the answer and video marketing was the answer and this was the answer and that was the answer. But in the end, as I've been preaching for 2 years now, the answer's inside of you and the how-tos show up when you're ready for them. So if you're hearing my voice, the question I have for you is you're sitting here and you're looking at a tsunami on its way, social media and the impact of it. You're sitting here looking at your chance to brand yourself and to be that big dude or dudette that you've always wanted to be. And you have a person holding out their hand who's been down the road with the bumps and the potholes and saying, come, I want to help you. The question is, 1, do you recognize your teacher when they show up? And 2, are you going to get out your surfboard and get ready to hang 10 on that wave? Because it's coming, whether you like it or not. I've been telling people for a year. I've been watching it, but I see it now, and it is just offshore. I've been working like an animal. For my group, I have put up a social networking portal. I have put up training and video and audios and sizzle lines and everything they could ever need to become successful marketing things around their already existing primary company. Guys, if you're not marketing multiple things and you're not creating cash flow, residual. If you're not thinking like Home Depot, if you're running around leading with an application in 2008 saying, buy my juice, buy my Diet Cookie, buy my phone service, or whatever it is, you are insane. Send hate letters to Diane Hochman at sbcglobal.net or Diane at dianehochman.com. Go ahead. You are insane. Because today, in this world of multimedia, and if you don't believe me, guys, go look up a site called StumbleUpon. It's stumbleupon.com. You know how you have a remote control in your house, and you got the remote control when you were a kid? If you're my age, I'm about 40. When I was a little kid, to change the channel, your father said, Diane, get up and change the channel, and you put on channel 4 or whatever. Then we got remote controls, and there were these big clunky boxes. If you're younger than me, you always remember there being a remote control, and it was like, MTV Discovery. Well, now it exists for computers. It's called StumbleUpon. It's a little button, and you click, and it takes you from site to site to site to site as fast as they can go. Everything is changing. Everything is shifting. If you haven't noticed yet, everything is multimedia. And if you are not on board, you will be left behind. If you're a network marketer that's doing it the old way, and by the way, guys, the basics still apply because everything that you learn the old way applies. It's just a little different. If you can't talk to people, if you can't network, if you can't build relationships, you're dead anyway. It's the combination, it's the juxtaposition, and most importantly, this is what I'm the queen of. I'm the queen of quick link marketing. It's the way you link the stuff together. And if you don't know how to do it, and believe me, guys, I'm not technical and I'm not fancy, and if you poke around my site, you'll see they're all simple, free, homemade type of doohickey sites. I don't got a slick thing in the bunch. Yet I make gobs of money. There's a magic to it. And I'm offering to teach it to those that want to be taught. So read the little post I left you there. Read about the stuff we have coming up. We got webinars. We got training calls. We got training videos. We got training audios. If you don't know the difference between an RSS and a social networking site, if you don't know whether you're stumbling upon, under, over, or under, if you don't know what a Vimeo and an Odeo and a XYZO is, you need us. And most importantly, there's someone behind you that needs you. Come, join, learn, and then pay it forward.